3 philosophies that has helped guide me through life. First one, no one is coming to save me. Cliche, I know, because you've probably heard many people say that before, but for me, I truly believe that philosophy. And because I believe that philosophy, it has helped me navigate treacherous waters. I used to have this mindset like a damsel in distress. Like, oh my gosh, one day, I had that feeling in me like somebody's gonna make a difference in my life. Somebody's gonna call me and give me some life-changing news for the better. Somebody's gonna help me. So yeah, when I adopted that mindset, nobody is coming to save me, it helped me so much because it allowed me to be creative with my problem solving skills. Like when it comes to problems, I feel like I am a master at solving them for myself. Can't nobody, this ain't no shade, no tea to nobody, because I love my family, I love my friends, I love everybody that I personally know and is close to me. But when I say nobody can help me solve my problems the way I can help me solve my problems. And I'm not saying that I pride myself in that, because I really don't. It is just something like, I know I got to take care of my stuff. So let me just take care of my stuff. If I make mistakes, that between me and God knows, like, oh, you know you didn't have to do that. Or you know you didn't have to purchase that. Like, I take it up with me and God. Overall, my purpose of saying is that philosophy has allowed me to become a great problem solver for my own life. And it's allowed me to not lean on others. Therefore, I'm not disappointed because I don't lean on anybody. I lean on myself. And even myself, I try not to beat up on myself mentally or emotionally, because I'm like, you're human, you're allowed to make mistakes. So yeah, you didn't have to make that purchase, but we're gonna bounce back, we're gonna figure it out. I'm like, all right, like, I get to lean on myself. I get to take full ownership for the choices that I make, so that if anything goes wrong, it's me that would have to take the blame for it, right? So it's the fact that, like, yeah, like, I don't have to worry about, is somebody gonna save me? I'm not waiting. I'm no longer the damsel in distress. I'm just being my own superhero. And you know what the sweet part about that is that if somebody was to help you, it's like icing on the cake. If somebody do offer you to help, if somebody actually do provide any sort of help or assistance or saving of you, if you will, it's icing on the cake. But the original idea is you're not looking for, and you're not waiting for somebody to save you. You out here saving yourself. You know, you might come off hyper independent, but like I said, there's no one that you could blame. There's nobody that you're waiting on, like, oh man, I can't get A and B done because I'm waiting for this person. No, it's all on you. So listen, I'm just sharing my reflections. Okay. My second philosophy that I live by is I removed all expectations. All expectations from every single angle of my life. Every single portion that comes to your mind as I'm saying this, I removed expectations. Every area. So why did I do that? The reason why I did that was because it was a specific season that the theme in my life was disappointment. And I kept getting upset that people were disappointing me, life was disappointing me, and there were times where I felt like God was disappointing me. No disrespect to the big G-O-D, because I love God. But when I did not have a proper understanding of what I was going through, I held a lot of resentment towards a lot of things. And I was constantly met with feeling disappointed in the things that were happening. And so going through some awakenings that I had, I ended up realizing, like, you know what? If you just remove any form of expectation, you're not going to feel a lot of these feelings that you're having. Now, granted, I don't want anybody to get confused with what I mean by expectation and then you have standards. You can still have standards, but remove expectations. I expected you to deliver something to me the way I wanted. You disappointed me. So now if I remove expectations, and this has helped me, I'm just giving out my reflections. So yes, you are still allowed to feel emotions, but my goal with removing expectations for me was so that I could stop feeling such strong emotions that lasted a whole day. That ruined the whole day for me. That ruined the whole week for me. That made me change my perception about a specific person. It's me constantly expecting life and people and things to show up the way I want them to show up. And it kept disappointing me, like, damn, because the picture that I have in my head about who you should be, the picture that I have in my head about how life should deliver things, the picture that I have in my head about how God is supposed to bless me and when and what time he's supposed to bless me, I had it all wrong. So when I removed expectations and I allowed people and things and life to be what it is, there was no need for me to be angry. There was no need for me, because I'm like, I didn't know what to expect. And then when they give you a nice surprise and things are delivered when you want, how you want, in the way you want, things are even more beautiful. But the go-to is you have no expectations from the jump. It's like going to a fancy restaurant and you got to pay a lot of money. Everybody's like, yo, this is an expensive restaurant, but the food is amazing. I have no expectations. I'm accepting the fact that I got to pay for this and it's this high cost, but I have no expectations. So however it come out, I already chose that I'm going to pay this amount of money. I already chose that I'm going here. So I have no expectations of how it turned out. If it turned out great. If it turned out bad, it is what it is. I had a life experience, right? So having no expectations has saved me so many. And that's why I said I applied it to my whole entire life. Friendships, relationships, employer, just everything. Random strangers. Having no expectations, I live more of a stress-free life. Not saying that stress don't come my way, but again, when I say I was so intentional over the last 2 years of really refining myself and honing in on the things that I like and I don't like, and things that help me preserve my energy, my mental clarity. And I took away the noise. That was thinking that people was going to save me. That was expecting things to go my way, expecting things to be exactly how I want. And then when you ask me, do you feel like you deserve those things? Do you feel like you deserve to receive what you want? I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I feel like I'm more than deserving. I've been through a lot. I've done a lot of good. So why would you not? It is what it is. Anyway, I'm humbled. Life has humbled me. God has humbled my ass too many times to count. So it's neither here nor there. But that is the philosophy that I've adapted. The third philosophy that has shaped and helped evolve my mindset and perception of life was the ability to acceptance. This kind of goes hand in hand with the last two philosophies that I mentioned, because my definition of true acceptance is taking something as it is and not changing its form. Meaning that I received the cheeseburger that I don't like, and I'm accepting this. And I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna take whatever it comes with. Acceptance is choosing to go to that fancy restaurant that everybody already told you that it's gonna be super costly, and somebody else told you, oh, the food is amazing. And by me choosing to go, I'm accepting that it's an expensive restaurant. By me choosing to go, I'm accepting that the food may be delicious or it may be horrid. But that's my acceptance. Because if I did not want to accept it, when somebody told me, hey, do you want to go to this restaurant? It's expensive. I could have just simply said no. So true acceptance is accepting something, for me, it's accepting something as is without changing it. And when I say it was acceptance in its truest form, that was the hardest philosophy for me to learn. Out of all three, that one was the hardest, because there was a lot that I did not want to accept. There was a lot of things, like I'm talking about in every aspect of my life, that I did not want to accept. When I really started to accept things at its core, and I'm like, you could love somebody or like somebody and be like, I really don't like you. No, not I really don't like you, sorry. I don't like your ways, but I'm still going to accept you in my life because that's what I want to do. It's kind of like that, right? And this goes for your children, whoever, whatever. Or even a parent. I don't like your ways, but I'm accepting who you are as a person because I know how you are. I know how you get. I'm still going to accept you in my life, but I know how you get. There's, this new culture of people who's like, I'm not accepting nobody in my life. Okay, well, that's your standards. That's your standards. But you have to accept the fact that that's your parent. When I accepted true acceptance, it gave me freedom, and it allowed me to understand that my life is completely my choosing, my acceptance, my reality. That's what I choose to accept. And as much as we say we don't have control, we have control. Granted, there might be specific situations that would make you feel like you actually don't have control, and I don't want to give those examples, but I'm talking about on the basic overall of life. Like, we have a choice, and we choose the relationships, we choose the friendships, we choose the employment, we choose, I just seen a man running with his dog. We choose that too. You become a pet owner, you're accepting the fact that you're going to be cleaning up shit. You're going to clean shit, okay? But you're accepting that. I remember we tried being a family with a dog. We tried to have a dog. And in the beginning, we was like, we accept what it comes with. Yes, we just want the dog. We just want the dog, a puppy. And then when we had it, we were like, this is a lot of work. Yeah, we're not accepting this. This is like a whole nother child. Like, we're not accepting this. We just got out of the pamper stage with our last born. We're not doing this. So we didn't want to accept it anymore. And so what you choose to accept is what you choose to accept. People disrespecting you, what you choose to accept is what you choose to accept. Now, I'm not saying go out there and start smacking people around and harming people. No. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you having standards and you telling yourself, this is okay for me and I'm accepting it, or this is not okay for me and I'm not accepting it. You don't have to accept everything. There's going to be things in life where you could choose to accept it or not. But I'm talking about after you choose to accept something, the reality of fully accepting it is on you. And that's why everything that I've accepted in my life, that I still have in my life, I am 100,000% content with accepting it. I've fully accepted it. So whether you want to choose to accept it or not, it's totally up to you. But when you finally choose to accept something, make sure that you are completely, truthfully, and honestly accepting it for what it is, how it is, and expect anything. Everybody have their own philosophies, but those are my 3 philosophies. 1, nobody is coming to save me. 2, I have no expectations for anything. I have standards, but I have no expectations in this life. And 3, If I'm gonna accept something, I'm truly, wholeheartedly accepting what it is and what it comes with. Those 3 things has saved me over and over and over and over again. And if you get it, you get it. Until next time, we out.